Hey guys, how's it going? So this is the video that I said I would do. I promised I would do. It's gonna be on Aurora and Aurora's earnings, and it's not gonna be about Canopy's earnings, but it's gonna be mostly about Aurora's earnings. And yeah, so let's begin. So the best way to start off an Aurora earning prediction is to promote some kind of Aurora product. So this is called Thor, Thor, Ghost Strain Haze. Not one of my favorites. I don't know why I bought it again. I bought it. I don't know why I bought it. It's not. I really don't enjoy it that much. I prefer other Aurora products, but it's okay. So this is my opinion, though. So, anyway, so Aurora is having the earnings tomorrow, I think. Yeah. So tomorrow, Aurora is having the earnings. But it's going to be after the market close. So it's not going to be in the morning. It's going to be after the market close. They're going to release it. Available. Hold on. February 11th at 6 p.m. Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to release the earnings in the morning and then do the conference call at nighttime, but I'm definitely going to be streaming. I'm definitely going to be recording and listening to the earnings report. So yeah, but anyways, my whole point is Aurora last earnings report, which was on November 12th. Let's take a closer look at it. On the earnings report, the stock dropped, bounced, and then dropped some more. So the next earnings could do the same thing. It could drop the stock. Last earnings was pretty decent. Let's look at Canopy's earnings before we do it. Canopy and Aurora chart looks the same thing. For around earnings time, it popped and then it fell. So Canopy is probably gonna follow the same trend. So if we look at Canopy's earnings, on the day the earning was announced, the stock dropped and then it kind of just traded sideways for a while, around $40. But it did drop the stock from $50 to $45. So if Aurora's gonna set the tone, I think, tomorrow. But let's get into some of the details of Aurora's earnings. So this is Aurora's earnings report for last year, for November 12, 2018. I have it up here. I believe it's this one. So last earnings report, they reported a total of $29 million. They had a gross margin of literally like 80%. That is really, really good. But because of the heavy expenses, they came out with a loss of operations of $111 million. But they did sell they did merge with Metroleaf, which they obtained all the cash, which gave them $220 million of cash, which would make the net profitable of $104 million. So if it wasn't for the merger acquisition, they would have been at probably $100 million loss for that quarter, and the stock would have been diluted from that. And I believe that next quarter, according to what they talked about during that quarter, they said that yes, the general and the sales and marketing will be lowered, but like not too much. So we're still looking at operational margins of $100 million, and the gross. And I'm gonna assume that the gross profit is gonna be a lot less than 50%. It's gonna be a lot less than 80%. I think it's going to be a range of 60, possibly 50%. If it was 50%, I would not look forward to that. But if it was like 60%, that's not too bad. But I'm expecting a lower gross profit, because if you look at Afria's earnings, Afria, they reported $21 million after excise tax. They have about $21 million of revenue, or maybe 22, and then they had $10 million of gross profit. That means that Aphria had a gross margin of less than 50%. Less than 50%. The gross margin at the end of 3 months for 2017 was a lot higher. They made $8.5 million of revenue, and their gross profit was $5 million, which gives them around a 75 or an 80% gross profit. Their gross profit lowered quite a bit because of legalization, because they're selling to the stores, so they're getting a lot less than the medical patients. The revenue did go up, but their gross profit went down. The only reason why they were profitable by the end of the quarter is because they had some sales of long-term investment and gain from equity investors. So they sold off some of their investments. That's why they left with a profit. It's the same thing with Aurora, but Aurora was the merger. So just because Aphria's gross margin lowered, I'm assuming that Aurora is the gross margin is gonna get lowered. So I want to come back to this. Aurora Cannabis booked $20.6 million gains on T-God investment. This was back a while ago, where they sold about 5 million shares of T-God stock at around $5.87 and $5.52. This article was released on October 15, 2018, when T-God stock was around $6 to $5. I sold off my T-God investment at the time because Cam Batley left T-God, and I was freaking out, and I'm like, I'm not investing in a company I'm uncertain with. So I sold out of my T-God investment around October. I should have sold out my Aurora investment too, because around October 15, Aurora was around $15, $16. I should have took the advantage of that, and I should have sold out on my T-God, my Aurora investment. I would have been laughing right now, but nope. I was like hoping, oh my God, please Coke invest into Aurora, please, please. That was how my mental attitude was, and because of that, I lost out on a big selling opportunity where I could have made a ton of money because I was sidetracked of the Coke investment. But yeah, so Aurora is gonna be making. So let's get back to Aurora's earnings. So everyone knows that Aurora is gonna make between they're gonna be making between $50 to $55 million with about a $25 million gross profit. I'm assuming maybe $30 million. So $30 million gross profit, and then they're gonna have expenses probably. Right now, the loss in operation was $111 million. It might be scaled back $10 million, possibly $20 million, giving them about $90 million. So Aurora is going to come out, and then with the T-God investment, so T-God was $30 million. Well, it says $20 million, but I think it's $30 million because if you do the math on this, 5 million shares, they sold about 5 million shares at an average of $5 and let's say 70 cents. $28 million, but it says $20.6 million, so kind of confusing. I'm not too sure what's the right number, but they did sell off 5 million shares. Let's just take the $20 million investments they sold off. So 20.6 plus $29 million from the gross profit, which gives them $49 million minus $90 million of expense, which would give them a negative $40 million. So they'll clock in about $55 million of revenue or $50 million of revenue, and they will clock about $40 million of operational losses. I'd see, that's the thing. That's why I'm worried. I think Aurora is going to lose money, and I don't know if the market is going to reward Aurora stock after they announce a $40 million loss. But yeah, anyways, that's why I'm kind of bearish against Aurora stock. Let me know your thoughts down below, what you think of this whole Aurora's earning. You think that investors are going to ignore the loss, or maybe they won't lose? Maybe there's going to be some kind of miracle and they won't lose money. I don't know. It's just the math doesn't add up. I don't know how they're going to be flipping a profit. But things will be very interesting tomorrow. I think, no, Tuesday it's going to be the very interesting day. But tomorrow, yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Why do I have Wells Fargo here? Okay, well, that's it. I'm going to end it off with this. So I was watching this show called Backstreet Girls. It's freaking hilarious. It's so funny. Basically these guys who, like, it's an anime, but these guys who are it's in English too, so you guys don't have to worry about reading subtitles. It's for some people that don't, but it's about a group of guys who are part of the Yuyaki, like the gang, the Japanese gang, and they fucked up, and instead of dying, the boss came up with a crazy idea. They would turn those 3 guys into girls, brainwash them to become idols, and they have to, like, you know, sing and dance in front of guys who, like, you know, it's just freaking funny. I found it freaking funny. I laughed my ass off. I don't know, but I just kind of wanted to make a recommendation for a comedy if you guys are interested. I'm just kind of binge watching right now because it's giving me such good laughs. I just find the shit kind of funny. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my content. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. And have a great day. Bye.